you don't consider these 6 steps, you will fail in your positive parenting approach before you've even got started. Don't worry, I've created this guide. Let's find out what you need to do. As a positive psychology coach and a mother of 2, I see these solutions, these guides, these tips all over social media, especially on how to be a positive parent. And the approach is fantastic. I am all for it. But I really do feel concerned that parents aren't actually mentally equipped or prepared to be positive individuals before they can be positive parents. I hope this video will help you build a framework on how to apply these strategies, how to become a positive parent successfully, and to not beat yourself up when it is a really challenging thing to take on. But so worth it. Before we get to the 6 points, I wanted to recommend this book called The Gentle Parenting Book. I've used this with my own kids. It does obviously say gentle parenting opposed to positive parenting, but it is one and the same. It's based on child psychology and adopting a positive approach from the parent. So I'll link it below. If you want to delve a bit deeper, I really recommend checking her work out. Number 1 is connection. Before you think about building a connection between you and your child, you need to think about your connection with your own identity. Ask yourself, do you know who you are? A really important way to rebuild your sense of identity is to work on your mind-body connection and consider, are they aligned? What's wrong? What's missing? When you feel a strong sense of connection to your own identity, it will only help you flourish with your connections with other people, including your children. Number 2 is communication. Now, a really key aspect of positive parenting is the communication you have with your child, but it is much more than just the words that you say. I have seen so many positive parenting scripts out there, and they're fantastic to have in your back pocket when you're in a really challenging or tricky situation with your child, and you can think of exact words to say that might help you continue in your positive parenting approach. But your communication style is more than just words. It's your body language and your listening skills. So these are skills and behaviors that we need to work on all throughout our lives. We're not born with them, obviously, otherwise our children would be perfectly behaved. So you have to think about, when you're in tricky situations with your child, is your body language betraying the words that you're saying? Maybe you're telling them to calm down and it's not a big deal, but physically you look very stressed and that it is a big deal and that you're not calm. And with listening skills, we're really guilty of it as parents of this generation, that, we're really involved with our phones, and are we looking our child in their eyes when they're talking to us? But also, they'll see how we communicate with others. So for example, think about how you communicate with your co-parent. How are your listening skills? Think about how you listen when someone's talking to you. Are you already thinking about the answer of what you're going to say to them, or are you thinking about something else? This is really important because our child will pick up on the behaviors that we show. But just as importantly as the words we say, are you someone that shuts down when you're stressed? So do you need to improve your communication style? Is it something you need to think about? Number 3 is autonomy, and this is so important with creating boundaries and limits with our children. But do we do the same with ourselves and the relationships we have with others? Are you clear with your boundaries and your limits, for example, concerning your time? Or is this something that you need to work on? Number 4 is emotional regulation, and obviously this is a big challenge that parents have with their toddlers, and something that makes positive parenting really difficult at times. Obviously, our children are not neurologically developed yet to have any control over their emotions, but do you have a grip on your own? Maybe you're a mother who's newly experiencing mum rage, and you're going from 0 to 100 and you're taken aback by how quickly you're triggered by something that your child has done. What are your triggers? Learn to identify them so that you can get to the root of why you're so triggered by that behavior, and then you can preempt your reaction to certain behaviors for the next time when your child inevitably repeats them. And that way you can hopefully avoid being so reactive in the moment and maintain a positive parenting approach. Number 5 is confidence, but I'm also tying that in with celebration as well. And that's being confident in yourself, but also celebrating the wins when they come along. We all want our children to feel confident and have great, strong sense of self-esteem. We praise them, we believe in them, and as parents, we really want them to know how special and talented and wonderful they are. But what about your own self-confidence? Are you hard on yourself? Can you take praise? These are behaviors that your child will pick up on, and it's really important to show your child how you're confident, and it's okay to be proud of yourself and ways to be proud of yourself so that they can learn from your example. And finally, number 6 is consistency. So consistency is so important with adopting a positive parenting approach. We have to reinforce with our children the best way we want them to behave and giving them the best examples to do that. But are you consistent with yourself? Do you give up tasks easily? Do you show your child that if you commit to something, you will succeed when you see it through? Working on consistency especially will help you stay dedicated and find success on your positive parenting journey. So there you have it. If you want to create a positive parenting approach with your children, you firstly have to create a positive approach towards yourself. It's never too late to improve your mental wellness, and I really do believe now is the time to do it. While you're rebuilding your identity during your postpartum, make it an opportunity to rebuild it into the best version of yourself. Become the parent you've always wanted to be for your child. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found value of it. Please check out my other videos and I'll be back with more, and I hope you'll join me then. Thank you.